Has just been giving me a lot of trouble lately. It's getting very long and unmanageable, so that is why I put it up when I do my makeup usually, but I need to let it down. But I'm just gonna put in some earrings and then get ready for the day. Hi you guys. I am finally done with my makeup, but I wanted to quickly sit down and just wanted to share a couple things that I've acquired and things that I've loved and given in the first few months of 2025. So far it's been a very grieving year, I think, for everyone, of course, and I don't know, I don't feel real. First thing is a book that I'm ready to read because I just finished The Love in the Ruins a couple of weeks ago. The Last Sane Woman. I think I came across this on LitHub, and it was an article that's just talking about a bunch of recommendations, and I decided to read it because feeling 2025, The Last Sane Woman, it's a rarity. So next thing is Flannery O'Connor, The Habit of Being. I've actually read this, and you can see all the dog-eared. I do that to my books that I saved. It is just incredibly encouraging, also really fascinating the way this woman's mind works. There is it's just, I've been dealing with a lot of like personal doubt, and I feel like everyone deals with that, of course, but just, I filmed something a couple weeks ago and I didn't post it because I felt uncomfortable, but I was crying and talking about some self-doubt and things that I think I want to do with my writing. I just don't know if I'm ready to share that openly, because crying in public is so embarrassing for me, but crying that while you're talking on film and then people could just watch that over and over, that's so unnatural. Some of you bitches are naturals at that, and I can't. Next thing, Stoner. I did read this. I gave it 3 out of 5, mainly because I feel like I understood like the point of the story was about this ordinary guy who falls in love with
English lit, coming from a background of agriculture, and has a loveless marriage and an affair. That's it. And I get that, like, that's just like a normal life, but focusing too much on that marriage, I think, really ruined the book for me. Like, you can tell that first part, I didn't dog mark anything. Like, I was just like, okay, we get it. His wife hates him. He hates his wife. They come into like a loveless, really, it wasn't even love, like, there was no love to begin with. It was just purely like, anyway, I got some beef with that book because y'all hyped the fuck out of that book, and I was like, I don't want to sound pretentious, I don't, but there are other authors who write about boredom and mundanity and anti-hero, like Martyr by Kaveh Akbar. That's an incredible book, and I think that's exactly like, that got me heated. But I won't say John Williams is a good writer. I was just really disappointed with reading Stoner. Anyway, on with that. I read Finnegan's Wake while I was in Asia, while I was in Japan and Vietnam, and this is the hardest book I have ever read. I'm dead serious. I had to follow on with Reddit articles and comments, WordPresses, discussion group links about this book, because he invents his own language, basically. It's incredibly hard, but if you follow along with other people, it kind of helps the group discussion. And I wanted to read it because Samuel Beckett talked so highly about this book, and I love Samuel Beckett, so I read it. I will probably reread it sometime in my life again, just not as soon as you would think, because this shit was hard. But it was very beautifully written because there were things that I understood and I marked up because of those Reddit articles. It's a useful environment if you're on the right side. Next thing, I read Swan's Way as well. This one was a lot easier than Finnegan's Wake. It was a lot more beautiful. I feel like Finnegan's Wake, everyone should read it because it is very experimental, very different from like your traditional reading experience. If you want something like a challenge, I highly recommend that. My stomach just growled. But this was enjoyable read. I am waiting to buy the second and third. I picked up the fourth, fifth, and sixth from the half price books, but I need to find the UK Penguin edition because I loved it. I love this cover so much, so I picked it up. And I think this is just the vintage classics because, again, they know how to do their freaking covers. I also read The Complete Poems of Sappho. I love this. Anne Carson. This is why I wanted to read more of Sappho and classic writings such as this, because of her. So incredible. I also read Toilet Sleep by Edith Wharton. She's a sick girl, and that's why I love her. Isn't she a beauty? This book was interesting. I wouldn't say, I also read it 3 out of 5 because I read Ghost, which is the NYRB collection of her stories, and it was incredible. So I had high expectations, but this was an interesting read. It was just about a mom who is constantly busy and is working her life out with clubs, things like that, and she's very hospitable, but she's so perfect that her husband gets irritated. Her husband just is like, I want love, and she's just busy doing all these things. Her children are like, is she experiencing joy, or is she just running away from the mundanity and boredom of a marriage? Back then, that's what women did, and it was just really incredible. But I think I've read other books that did it a lot better. But if you want like an easy, great read, my battery was about to die and I had to switch it out. The History of Sexuality, first Foucault book. Y'all are gonna correct me anyways in the comments, so thank you for that. I don't hate y'all, it's just I feel terrible. But at least you know I'm reading this for myself. I'm not like being told. Foucault, History of Sexuality. This is just giving the context. Sexuality has been repressed. We were very open with talking about sex, especially education-wise, and you repress something, you give it power, and so he talks about like the irony of that, if that makes sense. I feel like that's like the best I could just, like, I butcher things. And another thing that I want to talk about, the reason why I don't make videos as often as I would like to, like I film and then I just never post the things that I film because I feel it is so unnatural to talk to a camera. I have had people message me saying like they want to do YouTube but they're scared to make a fool of themselves because they jabber, and I'm like, girls, yip yap. It's easy to yip yap, and it's not natural for you to talk to a camera eloquently at first, and that's completely fine. But I always say that and I'm like, I need to remember that because I get so discouraged when I talk in front of the camera and I feel like I sound stupid, which I probably do because my brain works like way faster than my mouth does. Like my mouth opens and it just blurts out whatever so I could like get your attention. I'm gonna butcher this. 𝇢𝆸𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝑗. Like 2 years ago. I want to get a hardcover version because hardcover is beautiful. This one is more of like a continuation of 𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝇢𝑗, of course that is like a classic, and it debates the works of Freud and Marx, capitalism and schizophrenia, 1,000 plateaus. I want to read it. That is a goal. That is something I acquired. I have not read that. Next fun thing for my girly pops and my gays, theys. This is a gift from my lovely friend Sarah. I love her to death. She knows I love blind boxes, especially the Hirono figures, and I wanted the Little Prince collection so bad, and she bought me, this is from the Little Prince collection if you cannot tell. He is the merchant. In the back of his backpack he has little pills, so I'm gonna take a pill out so you can see. It's so cute and I think it's quite fitting. We were hoping to have Little Prince or something like the fox, but I'm gonna have to like be really careful not to drop that. It's so cute. I didn't want the conceited man. There's just a couple that we didn't like from the collection. We really wanted the fox or the Little Prince, but I was actually happy with this guy as well because he's so cool looking. That is something very sweet and I love it. Next thing is we went to a record store, and y'all might know this because I mentioned it once in like another favorites video, is that I am a huge fan of Kendrick Lamar. I love Kendrick Lamar. He has been such a stabilizing artist for me. He's my comfort artist. I've loved him since high school. His lyrics, I sound like male manipulator when I say this, but he has literally saved my life. I'm not kidding. I love him so much. I have a lot of nostalgic memories with it, and I picked up Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I love this. I am so happy. You can still see the price. I haven't opened it yet because I feel guilty. I'll explain why, but I'm so happy. Also, like, the cover is beautiful. Love it. Savior. He's not my savior. He is not your savior. That's a song. For all my non-Kendrick fans, that's a song. He is not your savior. Thing I haven't opened, and it's because Sarah is so sweet. While we were there, she knew that I wanted to find the Maria's album, the Submarine album as well, because I love that album. I play it back to back to back to back to back. And we found it, and she bought it for me for my birthday. And it's also still sealed because I bought the Kendrick one. She bought me this one, and she was like, you can't open this until your birthday. And I was like, okay. So it's sealed. Am I listening to it on Spotify? Yes, but I haven't opened it. I love her for it because I'm so happy. It's so beautiful. I love Maria. I would do anything for that woman. These two things are quite random. I never really did like Vietnam or Japan haul because a lot of those things feel like, I don't know if it would be interesting for you guys. I got to meet my great aunt, which I love that woman. First thing that she said was like, oh, you're crazy like me. And I'm like, yeah, we are crazy together. And I love it because we're such a drastic age difference, but she's still my girl. That is my girl. And I also got to meet my great uncle, my mom's brother. He is the coolest man I have ever met in my life. I'm not even jealous of him. I just want to be him. This man is a famous scriptist in calligraphy artists in Vietnam. People hire him to do like prints, weddings, things like that. Like, he is so incredible, and his home was beautiful. He can live very comfortably, but he lives by the bare essential. His home looked like a Zen garden. So beautiful, and he had so many books. Out of all my family members, I do love my great aunt because we are crazy, but him and I can talk to each other and relate to each other book-wise. All the books that I've read, he has read in Vietnamese. So like Albert Camus or Heidegger or Jean-Paul Sartre or like Master and Margarita, The Little Prince. Like, it was incredible. I loved it. And if you look him up, I'll link like a bunch of articles on the bio, but he is so sweet. I feel like my friends always say like I dress like a grandpa or grandma, and I'm like, this is exactly what they mean, because he is a fashion icon, even though he doesn't mean to be. He's not like that at all. But when I left Vietnam, he gifted me 2 things. The first thing is this one, which is a little scroll. Haven't not put it on my walls because I just don't know where. This one says my name in Vietnamese, which is Diem My. I'm named after a mountain in Vietnam, which is incredible. And he painted this shit. Like, I'm not kidding. He's so talented. And then he put his emblem there, his like signature emblem, like certified. This is like a real thing. I just can't believe this is incredible. I love it so much. In Vietnamese, it translates to heart, but it's not really like a literal heart, because heart is theme, like theme, trái tim. But this one is another term of heart, where it means like the soul, like the heart and soul of a person, the depth of that. And it meant a lot to me. When I saw it, I was like, also painting of the little lotus flowers, I just love, and I like, this is the one I'm most excited about. I just don't know where to hang it up in my bedroom. One day I'll do like a bedroom tour, apartment tour, but it's just not at the spot where I want to show it yet, so that's why I have not done it. This is literally what I want in my bedroom somewhere, because I want to wake up and see that, because it makes me so happy, and it's just so nice that he did that. It's just, it made me feel very seen, because he was like, you have a very old soul, and I was like, thank you, that means a lot from you. I'm like, I can tell you're a very, very, very meditative, reflective, peaceful person to be around. And he was like, thank you. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that kind of makes up for me being away. One day I will have the courage to post the video of me talking about why I've been away. But just to summarize, I feel nervous, and the kind of style of videos that I want to make are not, I don't know, maybe I'm just like not that type of person to be like, I don't know, like calm, meditative, like exactly the opposite of my uncle, my great uncle. I'm just like, I feel like I'm frantic, or I feel like I yap a lot, and I feel like that could bore you guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. My birthday is in a week or two, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm turning 24. This is insane. I'm not ready, but I'm also excited to meet 24-year-old Alani. Scared, but excited. Hopefully she got her shit together. If not, it's okay. Please comment what you guys want to see from me, or just show me that there's signs of life still on this channel, because maybe not, because if there isn't, then maybe I'll have enough courage to just talk more and just talk to myself. It'll be like a record of like when I was young. I'm like, oh wow, look at her blabbing away. She's still blabbing at the age of 50. Okay, I am gonna go now. My throat kind of hurts from talking so much. I also have horrible allergies when it comes to pollen, but I hope this spring has treated you well. It's scary right now. Please take care of yourself. Stay informed, but don't doom scroll news, especially what's going on with everything with TRUMP. I generally like hope that you guys are okay. I know that kind of sounds annoying because it's like, bitch, you don't know me, but like I do care about you, and yeah.